A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
How's practice been going with 2 days now, and just the depth you have at running back? How are those guys holding up?
Been going well. They're holding up well. Getting a few bumps and bruises, but overall holding up well.
Talk about that. I mean, I know you probably say it's a good problem to have, finding reps for the depth and the talent that you have at that position.
We've been able to do that. Had a few guys out a little bit, Of course, Nick Griffin is, we try to limit what he does. So there's opportunities for guys. So, we've been able to find reps for everybody.
How tough is it going to be to keep Ashton Shumpert off the field? I know you got 4 guys ahead of him, but
he's still got a long way to go. He's learning, and trying to just help him understand the little things, and not so much look at the big picture, but just do the little things right with his steps, in his eyes. So, he's got a lot of learning to do. He's working, but he's got a lot of learning to do.
How do you deal with a player like that has talent, has succeeded, but you got to bring him around and fine-tune little things first?
Well, again, we try to bring them along slowly. When we put a lot on their plate early, and then we go back, and then we try to rehearse that, and then hopefully he can recall it, and then be able to execute it at a high level. And that's the main thing. Got to get him to be able to execute at a high level, and that's where he's not at right now, and that comes with time.
Talked to Brandon Holloway a couple of days ago, and he said he's strictly working with receivers, but he also goes to meetings with y'all. How comfortable are you with what he learned in the spring to be able to maybe?
I feel good that any time we could put him in the backfield, and have a package for him. For him, there'll be a very small package that anytime we can insert him in the backfield and he can do some things for us. He showed that in the spring, so we always have that as a weapon for us.
You talked about some of the things Shumpert has to execute at a high level. What are some of those things?
Well, just the basic stuff, like taking the right steps, going the right direction, blocking the right guy, knowing who he's responsible for. All of those things add up. And so right now, he's still doing that at a low level. And we just, again, I think in another week or so, we'll know exactly where he's at.
And how high level do you see guys like Josh and Derek doing those kinds of things, even though they're just sophomores?
They're very high level.
Yeah.
They are a step below Perk. Yeah. Perkins execute at a very high level. He doesn't miss protections. He doesn't miss assignments. He executes at a very high level. Milton and Josh are just right below him. Milton, Josh, and Nick Griffin. Yeah. When they're in there, they're trust. You can count on them. You can trust them. They're accountable. They know exactly what they're doing. Yeah. And that's what you got to do. Ashton right now, his head is still swimming. He's a lot's been put in right now. So, he's still swimming, but he's talented.
What have you seen from Perkins the different? I mean, fifth-year senior, but compared to last year, what have you seen different from him this
He's
fall?
comfortable. He doesn't think about anything. He just reacts to what he hears. He knows it. When you're operating like that, where you're just reacting to what you hear and you never think, you operate at a fast pace. And that's what he's doing right now. He's operating very fast because he doesn't think about his assignment anymore. He just hears it and he executes.
Do you see Ladarius being more involved in the passing game? He's talked about it, and other coaches have talked about it, and that maybe opens the door for more carries for the other guys.
I see him getting quite a few touches, whether it's in the run game or the pass game. Getting the ball to him can be very beneficial for us. So, he's a weapon.
To kind of add some context to that, how common is it for a true freshman's head to be spinning in that backfield?
That's common. True freshman quarterback, true freshman running back. Again, so much has been thrown at those guys. I think we're on install 6. And install 6 is a small install, but so much was thrown at them the first 3 installs that, it just blows their mind. So right now they're still trying to play catch up. And then they're trying to do the little things that we need them to do.
It looks like Josh is a little lighter than he was last year.
He is.
A lot lighter. How has that benefited?
He's had a great summer training. I saw him, I'll never forget, one day in the summer, and I saw him from a distance, and I was like, that looks like Josh. And I was like, but he's too thin to be Josh. And then he kept walking, I finally looked at him, I said, that is Josh. But he's really trimmed up his body. He's lost some body fat. He's in great shape, and he's much faster.
So he's no longer the bowling ball?
No longer the bowling ball. No longer bowling, but he'll still run you over, but no longer the bowling ball.
Okay.
When do you usually see maybe a freshman start to get it and start to click?
Each is different.
Mm-hmm.
Each one is different. Ashton has a great work ethic. He comes to work. He's a hard hat guy. He's going to come to work every day. He's going to give you everything he's got. we'll see in 2 weeks where he's at with it.
What did he have that you really liked when he came in? I mean, that was kind of already advanced.
He works. You know, he works. He's a work guy. I mean, he's a hard hat guy. When he comes down, and everybody's beginning to see that.
Yeah.
Even the players are beginning to see how hard he works.
Yeah.
You know, normally a guy comes in and he struggles with the conditioning part. You know, so he's so tired he can't think, he can't learn. Well, Ashton, you know, he comes in, he's in great shape, and he's a worker every day. He don't mind staying after practice. He don't mind getting there early. You know, he's doing everything he can to learn.
I know he's still trying to learn, and even if he doesn't know which way he's supposed to be going, he's probably still going to try to just run over people. I know that's kind of his style. Isn't it?
Yeah, he's what's that saying? A bull in a china closet, or something like that.
China shop, yeah.
Yeah, China shop. But that's him right now. You know, he's running, and whatever's in the way, he's gonna run it over right now. So hopefully, eventually, he's gonna learn how to read the defenses, how to make his cuts, where the ball's designed to go. You know, and he'll come out that China shop.
When you have